You have probably never heard of me, and that's fine. Most beginners fail before they even know who to follow. I turned $10 into $100. And no, I'm not kidding. People oftentimes ask me how I did it. So today I'm going to show you the strategy that I actually used, simplified for beginners. Fair warning though, it's not a magic button. You have to pay attention, follow the rules, and avoid the mistakes that destroy 90% of traders. Quick intro, hi, my name is Liz. I'm one of the top traders on Pocket Option. I've studied markets, I've made mistakes, I've lost money, and I learned the hard way. But if you think this is a press to get rich video, you're gonna have a bad time. First, let's get something straight. There is no strategy that just prints money. If you think that exists, you are the perfect target for scammers. What I'm about to show you didn't make me profitable. Understanding the markets did. I'm just simplifying this approach for beginners who don't know where to begin. This is not financial advice. This is not a signal. This is framework. Got it? Cool, let's go. I use Pocket Option because it's beginner friendly. You pick a time frame, whether it's 30 seconds, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. I like to use the 1 minute strategy. You always see your payout before entering. For example, if I trade $100, I will make $192 profit. Transparency really matters. Focus on logic, not luck. The link for the broker is in the description down below. You will get plus 60% bonus on your investment. If you start with $500, you will get $300 instantly. Click the link in the description to get your bonus. Here are the indicators that you can use to replicate this strategy. Add 2 moving averages and set one to EMA 50 and the second to EMA 25. And then just add an RSI. All you need is 3 tools, that's it. These act like walls. You see the 3 horizontal lines on the RSI. Each one acts like a wall. If one of the lines comes near, price touches, and then the price reacts in the opposite direction. And that is your signal to observe and not just blindly react. Now, here's the important part that most beginners tend to ignore. Using indicators without completely understanding them is a recipe for disaster. People usually see RSI below 30 and think buy. Or you see an EMA crossover and you think I need to sell now. Don't be an amateur. If you don't understand why prices react, you're simply gambling. I've seen so many traders blow up their accounts just by following indicators blindly. It's not the tool's fault, rather how they're being used. Learning to interpret signals in context is the difference between winning and losing. If you combine EMAs and RSIs properly and you get zones of high probability, you misread them and your account disappears. Quick question, have you ever entered a trade because an indicator told you so? Comment yes or no down below. Now let's start trading. Price approaches the moving average, RSI near the 50 line, and it forms a rejection candle. Observe the market and wait for a good entry point. And now we have a good entry point. And now we have a good trade. Perfect, another trade won easily. The key is I'm not predicting miracles. All I'm doing is I'm reading price behavior. Indicators are usually just a map and they're not the end destination. Now, it's really important to be aware of the traps and know how to avoid them as well. But before we talk about this, I have a surprise for you as promised. I already talked about the plus 60% deposit you get if you register via the link in my description. But what I didn't tell you is that if you register, you can join my VIP group for free. What I do there is I send daily signals, I share my strategies, and I help traders personally. So yes, you can also turn $10 into $100 easily. To join my VIP group, all you have to do is send me a private message on Telegram, and I'll see you there. Now that you know how to copy my trades, let's talk about the biggest trap. The mistake that almost ruined my $10 account. I won a few trades, my ego flared up, I increased size to speed up things, and I lost. I tried to recover, but I lost again, and I just started panicking. The strategy didn't fail, but I did. Here's the connection. Relying on indicators without understanding them is exactly the same trap. You follow blindly, you ignore context, you make reckless decisions, and you end up losing money. So respect your money management, don't increase size, and stay patient. As I always say, trading is a marathon, not a sprint. $10 to $100 wasn't magic. It was observation, patience, and understanding how to interpret the tools that I have. If you want more beginner-friendly setups explained live, like, comment, and subscribe before YouTube hides me. Pocket Option and Telegram links are in the description below. Check them out because you definitely won't regret it. Most beginners chase indicators, but real traders understand them. And now it's your turn to choose.